ways, he's the grandson, if you think about it, because the sons are, or the toys are kind of like the sons of Andy, which is a tie into the Sons of Anarchy. Well, y'all aren't ready for that conversation. We'll do that next week.
Which, also has Walton Goggins in it, who also turns out to be in Fallout. So, Sons of Anarchy, leads right into Fallout.
You mean like Bethesda? You mean like, so that means all this ties into Skyrim?
Good morning and welcome to your favorite variety news show, the Weekly Roundup, giving you the latest and greatest news for your eardrums and our opinions. I am one of your hosts, Vince Vibes, giving you football focus.
Dustin with Showbiz Spotlight, offering movie expertise.
Ooh.
Anthony with gaming news.
And we have Julian back for another episode of Unemployment Update.
Yo.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's only because of the high ratings we got on the last show.
Yeah, it's only because it's our highest viewed episode yet. Sitting at like 57 views. Nice. Give it up for that episode.
Oh,
wow.
Shout out that episode.
Shout out to Steven one more time.
I hope he's listening.
I hope you're listening right now, Steven. I miss you so much.
Is there a Steven-shaped hole
Gary,
in your heart?
I know I was wrong. I messed up, but now you're gone. Anyways, we have a good show for you today. For Football Focus, I'm going to be talking about the Week 1 and some stuff that happened, and we're going to be previewing Week 2. There's already a game happening tonight, or it already happened when you're probably watching this on YouTube, but shout out to you.
Part of the whole week of shows already.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
This week I have reviews for The Naked Gun and Highest to Lowest.
I saw The Naked Gun. I did not see Highest to Lowest. So
well, after this review, you might not need to.
I'm excited to not watch that movie. What are you talking about for Game Guru?
Man, who knows? The COD, Pokemon, a third thing maybe. We'll see where the conversation takes us.
And Unemployment Update, we have some TMZ news. What do you got over there?
We're gonna let that be a surprise.
Okay, we have that.
So he doesn't have a plan either.
He doesn't have a plan.
Nice.
That's great. We love that.
Do we ever have a plan?
I don't know. We had 40 minutes before the show started while I was working where...
Scott, I can't stop talking about work.
I know, it's been ridiculous.
Jesus, man.
To tell you about it, I've just been bouncing one place to another like a pinball. I know. You opened up a can of worms, all right? Last couple weeks have been really busy. The ice is now back in at the Amley Arena.
Yeah, you triggered him. You said work.
I know.
Yeah, trigger warning next time.
Sorry, Anthony, your segment's cut.
It's not my segment anymore.
Oh, my segment's cut.
We gotta keep going. Come on, guys.
Yeah, keep going. But it's
keep going. Wrap it up.
It's been busy, but oh man, when we come back, it will be Football Focus, but first, here's Walk 'Em Down by Ellie Champa featuring Roddy Ricch. And we're back with Football Focus, and a crazy first week it was. Eagles started it off, it was a scary game for the Eagles at first. It was back and forth. It seemed to be a shootout. Jalen Carter seemed to, give his holy water off to Dak Prescott.
He wanted one more week.
And then the holy water seemed to spurt out on the field because then there was a giant rain delay, which killed all momentum of the game. And it ended the same way they stopped at the rain delay, 24-20. Eagles winning. Yeah, so... great game there for the Eagles. You should know, if you're a long-time listener of the show, we have 2 Philadelphia Eagles fans in the building. We also have 2 Buccaneers fans who also just very narrowly swept by a victory by a division rival in the Atlanta Falcons.
Love to see it.
And if you have some comments here, Julian, you might as well.
Boy!
Yeah, do I have comments? I love the Buccaneers,
Yeah.
and Mbuka,
He's a goat. He's a goat. 2 touchdowns? Come on,
Kind of went
man.
under the radar too with the 2 touchdowns.
You know what? When Chris Godwin comes back, I won't be surprised if there's a little bit of a shift in Tampa's wide receiver room. If we see maybe Godwin, swapping picks.
Well, I think Godwin has always been a slot receiver anyways. So if you have Evans and Ibuka on the outsides and then Godwin in the slot, that's a scary, scary lineup there. But not having Godwin, not having some healthy offensive line, the defense not looking up to standards caused a very close game against the Falcons that came down to a kick to tie the game from Atlanta Falcons kicker Young-Ho Koo.
Woo!
And he missed it.
Yep. I'm working at a Kroger, buddy.
Yep, and it's very surprising because Young-Ho Koo has been...
Sorry. Speaking of which, the 49ers got rid of their kicker, right?
Yeah, after missing 2 kicks, Moody.
Moody, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, he drafted with a top 100 pick, too. He was like pick 99.
He's a third-round pick.
Third-round pick. Never draft a kicker with your 100.
No, that's not true, because look, the Raiders drafted a kicker first round one time.
Yeah, one time in the 80s. And it went well. Like, all right, there's a reason why. And it was a punter. It was something Guy. Like his last name was Guy. He was a punter by the Raiders, and he's like a Raiders legend, but like that never goes out well. So, Young-Ho Koo didn't get fired by the Falcons, but he's definitely on the hot seat. He's missed multiple game-winning kicks now in the last 2 seasons, so it's not a good look for him. Another not good look of this week was the Miami Dolphins, who continue to be a bottom 5 team, even with the talent that they have on offense and defense, and being in a high market area. Everyone wants to play in Miami. Right, we're all the hoochie daddies. That's Sexy Red. She says
fake fan, man.
Yeah, fake fan.
Dude. Bro, do you think I'm listening to the music?
Oh, crazy. Oh my goodness. Miami lost.
I'm watching Sydney Sweeney movies for the plot. Let's get out of here.
That's for her jeans, right?
Lost to the Colts 33-8. Made Danny Dimes look like an MVP candidate in his first
Maybe because
game.
you're just hating, bro. Sounds like you're a hater.
My apologies out to Shane Steichen and to Danny Jones. I didn't know y'all were like that. We'll see how y'all progress on to more difficult teams, because it looks like the Dolphins are going to be in the running for the first overall pick this season. It doesn't look like they're progressing any better. Bad thing for their offense is Tua does not look good at all.
Now, let's think about what you just said. Let's think. Has Tua ever looked that good?
Yes. There's a reason why he was a first-round pick. There's a reason why he played at Alabama at a highly level.
Yeah, but how many concussions ago was that?
Right. So that's where I was getting at. After his 2 big injuries last season, he looks he looks off. He doesn't look like the quarterback that he was, or even was, in the beginning of the Mike McDaniel era in Miami. Because the first season that Mike McDaniel was there, Tua did surprisingly well. He was, he was a little bit of a pick machine, and they fell to the Chiefs in the wild card that season. But all things considered, it looked like to be on the up and up for them. But since he got injured last season and since now, it's not been looking good. They've been looking real flat. And we'll see what happens in the next 3 weeks, if this is just a bad start or if Tyreek Hill throwing tantrums on the sideline will continue.
Nice.
So some games for this week coming up that are to look out for. Tonight is Commanders versus Packers. Mm-hmm. This could very well be a playoff matchup in January when time comes. These are 2 teams that have insane offenses, great defenses, and are looking like top teams in the league. So we'll see how that game plays out tonight. Another great game is the Eagles and Chiefs. This game of the week. It's a rematch of Super Bowl. The Chiefs have not looked good in their first game. They lost to the Chargers in Brazil, and they look to get their first win against us. And we're looking to B2A. B2A is all I gotta say. And one more game to look out for is Buccaneers versus Texans. I think it's the first game here.
No, it's away.
It's away, so
Texas.
that means
our first game here, I think, is against the Jets.
Jets, week 3. So, Buccaneers and Texans both are top offenses that can either be hit or miss. We'll see how Baker reacts to the Ryan's defense, and those are 3 games that I'll be looking out for. I'll be watching the Red Zone all Sunday.
Shout out.
Laid back. Shout out to Red Zone. It's the only way I've been able. Yeah, it's the only way I've been able to consume football for as much as I do because of the amount of bets I place and the fantasy that we have.
Whoa.
Which we do fantasy,
It's
Anthony.
like
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm in.
You in and Anthony lost. He's not.
I sure did.
This side of the table are losers. This
Winners.
side of the table
Undefeated,
are
actually.
undefeated
It's good.
right
It's
now.
the beginning of
1-0.
the season. It's first
You
week one.
know.
It's week
How much have you lost in betting?
Wow. I lost $25 this week.
Are you guys working on your anti-gambling PSA for the show yet?
Yeah.
One of y'all's gonna have to do
You're
it.
looking at it. Don't be me.
No, yeah. Don't be me. But we
Let your dreams keep being dreams.
a game that I forgot to mention in week 1 that I can't believe I didn't mention was Bills versus Ravens.
Kind of a nothing game, right?
Oh yeah, what a nothing game. If you turned the game off or walked out of the stadium 5 minutes left, you would have thought the Ravens would have won with more than 10 points on the board. But no, Josh Allen came down, scored. Defense made a quick stop. Josh Allen scored again and led 2 beautiful drives to make a game-winning touchdown. It was a game-winning field goal. Got into range 41-40, and is the reason why I won the fantasy too, because I have Josh Allen in the league, and I had a 1% chance of winning 4 minutes left in that game, and the football guys blessed me. They didn't bless my underdog, but they did bless me in my fantasy.
Wow, like the duality of man.
So-
You can have one or the other.
Yeah, duality of man. So tonight, though, I don't have anybody on the fantasy on my team, so I do have a couple picks. The shout out. I hope Zach Ertz gets higher than 20 receiving yards.
Okay.
And then Tucker Kraft lower than 38.5 receiving yards. And then Terry McLaurin anytime touchdown. So these are the things I'm looking out for.
All right.
Yeah, you and me both are banking on Terry McLaurin getting a touchdown
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Because
You got someone on this? Okay.
I have Terry McLaurin in my fantasy,
so
actually.
yeah, Scary Terry is in his fantasy.
Yeah, well, Scary Terry's sitting in the closet because last week he was not very scary at all.
Some says even more scary.
But that's pretty much been football focus. If anyone's got any leaving thoughts before I go into the next segment, we'll see how it all turns out. It's still fresh. It's still anyone's season, and obviously as the weeks go, the teams will shapen up, and we'll have a more clear way of who are the powerhouses and who are the first overall picks.
Yep. So
Well-
Colts going to the Super Bowl.
If we got a little bit of time, maybe we should talk about how Travis Kelce broke Worthy's shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Like, what's he doing? You anticipated him crashing out after the engagement, but not like this.
Hey, I get this one. It's a callback.
It is a callback.
We do a lot of callbacks on this show.
We did say on this show, or I did say on this show, that I'm not touching Travis Kelce because
he's a married man, I guess.
Because he's a married man, you know. And I saw a video say of Taylor Swift being real happy that she drafted Xavier Worthy in her fantasy league. So maybe.
Wait, what? Is that real?
Yeah, it's a real video. And Travis Kelce's sitting there like staring, smiling. I think he had it in his eye the entire time. Knock him out. It's like, oh, my wife can't cheer for another player on this team.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wait till Tyreek joins them again.
Oh my goodness. If he's going to get out of his allegations that have just been recently talked about, again, more domestic assault allegations have been rumored from the Tyreek Hill household.
I've got enough injuries on my roster. I don't need to start getting allegations too to get my guys out of the game.
Rashee Rice, who has Rashee Rice? They're suspended for another 4 or 5 games. It's ridiculous. I know they're on someone's bench. But when we come back, it'll be the Guru's temple, because the Guru. But Life is Good. Here's a Life is Good by Future featuring Drake. And we're back, and we're here in the temple, and
he did it.
Oh wait, am I supposed to be going to?
Too late.
I knew he didn't do it. What a waste of a.
No, it's on that one. It's okay.
Again, they don't see me.
Anyways, take it away, Goo.
Oh boy, I should have looked up more information.
Why don't you talk about some games you played?
Okay, dude. You guys playing any games, bro?
Bro, I'm playing games. The new Madden has been out for a little bit. College football has been out for a little bit.
Still no mascot mode?
No mascot.
What a waste of a game.
I know.
I want to play as a Stanford tree. It's a good mascot.
Little trees. I want to play as the Tulane Green Wave, baby. Give me.
Who do you want to play?
No, let Dustin go.
The Delaware Blue Hen. Anyway.
I'm over here trying to think of a college mascot. I want to play as a ridiculous one that's not really shaped like a person.
Oh, what's the one that's got like the big red, the big like mean red cream? What is that?
Wait, doesn't one college just have a dog? Like not even a guy in a dog suit, but they just have like a dog, don't
You
they?
with the Georgia Bulldogs?
Yeah. I want to play as that dog.
But the dog, unfortunately, is not a playable character. They have an actual bulldog mascot.
No, I'm not into that because he has arms. I want to play as the actual dog.
Well, wouldn't that win you the if you're playing, football?
Have you ever seen a dog catch a ball?
No, I have not a football.
You ever seen a big wave catch a ball? Whatever you're saying.
He'd come. He wouldn't be on offense. He'd be defense. He'd be a defensive end or edge rusher coming in.
He would be the entire D line. It's a wave.
Yeah, it's a wave.
He's not one. He's almost
a bunch of guys go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tsunami. But those games have been out. They've actually been pretty good. It's the classic same game every year kind of sentiment. But I still buy it. I still play it.
You still doing what is it, like manager mode or whatever?
The franchise? College. I actually play more franchise than Dynasty. Dynasty is the college mode, and I don't know, the recruiting players and all that I like the whole draft system a little more in Madden for me. I know he's big into the Dynasty.
I love it.
Yeah,
you're a big diner.
Yeah, he's
like I do like rebuilds. Like I've done all the classics. USF, UCF, FSU. I had to hit the home state first.
Mm-hmm.
But I just did a Delaware rebuild recently.
There you go.
On the Heisman mode. It's like the hardest mode.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Took him to a natty.
They
lost, but
in high school, there's now somebody who is on the Delaware Blue Hens, who's a quarterback who actually is in the game. He's who went to Robinson, the high school that I went to. So shout out EJ, making it to the game. That's pretty cool. Hey!
You don't know me, but I don't know you either.
If you're listening right now, call in.
Our number is.
We don't have a number.
We don't even have a phone.
You can just dox yours again.
So here's my number. So call me, baby. Oh. Oh man, you got some gaming news?
Not really, no. I'll start with this one though. 2 weeks ago, whenever we filmed the last one,
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
I said that Call of Duty was getting rid of those silly little skins because that's what they said, and now they're saying, psych, we're gonna put some of them back in.
I also called that 2 weeks ago.
He sure
on
did
air.
call that.
Play the clip. Here's what I feel is gonna happen. They're
So
gonna be like,
like,
we're all nitty gritty. We're gonna stay grounded. It's gonna get like 6 months in or whatever. Cause this is what happened last year too, right? Where it was like, oh, the first half of the half of the release, like it was all normal stuff, normal operators. Maybe you had like a horror skin or like, but they were all still like, Spec Ops people or whatever. And then like once December or January hit, it was like, oh, all the collabs, and they make so much money. So how do you gonna step away from something that makes so much money for your game every year? Play the clip, Jamie.
Find that clip.
But it's still kind of weird. It's like they didn't confirm that all of the skins were coming back. Just like a select couple of skins were coming
I hope
back
it's
or
all the
something.
Seth Rogen ones.
Like that. I don't know.
I don't understand.
We gotta get the Beavis and Butthead skins
Here's
back.
the thing about that though, is
They
like
came to Fortnite. Sorry,
they
continue.
did come to Fortnite. But the thing about that is if say these people bought skins on Black Ops 6, right? And on Black Ops 7, only half of those skins can be played on Black Ops 7. All those people that bought the other half of skins on Black Ops 6 that can't be played on Black Ops 7, they've just wasted their money. It's just gone. I mean, it's always going to be.
To be fair though, they were buying COD skins, so they were already this close to wasting their money.
I mean, they're already wasting their money. But I'm just saying, to do something like that where you cut off half of
EA knew what they were
people
doing.
that were buying, it's like that's making another half of people mad. So it's like all or nothing. You can't cut off half of people that have already spent so much money on the game.
I think the smart play if you want to make money is don't let them transfer any skins. Right? So you have to buy new skins anyway.
What they
and
said
then you decide-
2 weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's what they said 2 weeks ago.
Because you can't have people buying skins in one game and then having them in the new game, because what are you selling now?
Well, Fortnite does that.
Well, it's the same game.
Well, Fortnite's one game.
Yeah, but COD is also basically one game now.
Yeah, okay.
Like now, like when you buy like COD, like the new Black Ops,
They're
you can still
all
play
like
Modern
Black
Warfare
Ops, yeah.
through Black Ops 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all like one big hub.
We are Call of Duty. You know.
Yeah. We are COD.
I wonder how much of a logistical nightmare it would be to just be able to like toggle if you want to see the skins or not.
I mean,
Get on it, guys.
yeah, get on it.
Activision, I know you're listening.
The thing about that though is like these skins have different hitboxes.
Yeah, that's
and
the
different,
nightmare that comes with it.
because their bodies are all different.
It's like Peter Griffin and the chicken in Fortnite.
This is why I've never understood like why would you spend money on like Stan Smith in Call of Duty? Stan Smith, cool character.
Have you seen that man? He's built.
He's huge. That's like you run out to the battle like.
Yeah, he's built like me.
Last Call of Duty I played was Modern Warfare 2. So imagine if you were like on Shipment or like one of those maps where it's like very small. It's like your character takes up the entire like shipping container. Like you're trying to hide on the ground, but like Stan Smith's giant eyes are just staring at you across the battleground. Like you can clearly see him. Like if Beavis and Butthead doing the Cornholio thing, like you can see Cornholio down there. Like he's not hiding.
It's the price you pay for drip. I don't know what to say, man.
In Modern Warfare 2, it was maybe a little pay to win, but there were skins that you could buy that were like bushes and stuff where you could just like legit like.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Fortnite has that. They have the bush bomb.
That's not a skin.
That's not a skin.
That's a usable item.
That's a usable
And they
item.
vault it all the time. Like,
Right.
come on,
They
bro.
vault everything all the time. They unvaulted the Spider-Man web slingers are back in the like codes. So they could be back in the game next season or the next.
Well, doesn't
one.
the next Spider-Verse movie come out soon?
No.
It comes out next year?
It's 2027 now.
I feel like they keep delaying it.
Yeah, they pushed it back 2 years.
That's
And then last,
more can't stop complaining.
I know this is a movie thing, but that's been like 5-6 years since the last one. Like, when the last one come out? Like 2021? 4 years?
I think so.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But, yeah, you know, Black Ops, Call of Duty, you're going to keep doing Call of Duty. Oh, my goodness.
What am I looking at? You just had that ready?
Doing Call of Duty things. And hopefully they can figure it out. Like you said, it's either all or nothing. I would prefer the nothing. Seems like they're going to go with the all and just keep everything in the game. Like
You hate to see it. Or you love to see it.
At least I get to keep my Nicki Minaj skin.
Oh.
So you can feel that super bass?
Absolutely.
Oh, is that a transition to a song break?
No, it isn't. But because we have more gaming news.
We
don't
do have
else
more
we have?
gaming news. Nintendo. Steven loves Nintendo.
Shout out
Nintendo
to
loves
Steven.
Steven.
Doesn't have a Switch 2 still.
Make sure you're listening right now.
Secures a patent for summoning characters to battle, which is such a broad statement.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
It's reminiscent of the we talked about this. You were playing Shadow of War.
I
Right?
played
It's
Shadow of War.
Reminiscent of that.
The Nemesis.
That's the
system in
word,
it?
Nemesis.
Yeah, no, it reminds me of that. And then also in Shadow of War, a lot of what you're doing is summoning like people or animals to like come fight with you.
Like, what does
So-
that mean? Like summoning? That can mean so many things.
So,
It's across
Did
so
you
many
read the
games.
description?
I think it's like the act of.
It's like a
throwing
combination of like
yeah.
of like the battle system and summoning. And I think for like Power World, it was the idea of like the ball. and
The
stuff.
ball. It was the balls being able to throw them out and
Right, right. But that, from what I read, that wasn't-
Summon.
yeah, that wasn't part of like this. I mean, the Power Word thing started this.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
the original lawsuit kind of thing. But this has just been like it's still kind of vague. It's still kind of broad. It's just like summoning a sub character in a battle format setting is kind of what they're hinting at, which still kind of doesn't mean anything. Could mean everything.
If you Mortal Kombat, like you can like summon somebody to come fight with you. So does that mean Mortal Kombat's breaking that law?
So I've got the actual things that Nintendo sort of cited when they said this. These are some of the like stipulations for it. The player controls a character in a virtual space. The player can perform an input command to make a sub-character appear. If there is an enemy where the sub-character appears, the player can control a battle between the sub-character and the enemy. Like this.
That means nothing. That's video games.
Yeah, I don't literally. This is a video game. If there's no enemy where the sub-character appears, the sub-character will automatically move around.
What?
Bro, what? So if I summon a horse and it starts grazing, like
Right.
it happens.
So if I whistle my horse in Red Dead 2,
Yeah.
and it runs into my field.
Yeah, what if GTA 6
Am I
is a
summoning a
self-driving car?
character to battle?
What if I can summon my Tesla in GTA 6 with my phone?
Right.
Is that
What
a
if in
sub-character
Saints
now?
Row 4 I call a homie to come out?
No, literally though. That's what it sounds like they're doing.
This is scary for the gaming.
Yeah, then you can't call your homies anymore. Like, that's the scariest part.
I just want to call my homies and say goodnight. You know why is that
The
so
NFL
hard?
says you can't kiss your homies on the forehead. Nintendo says you
Right.
can't even call your homies.
Right.
Can't tell them to
I mean,
hop
what's
on.
happening?
Shout out to you, Christian Wilkins.
Shout out.
That's the guy, the NFL. You got.
Oh,
the
I'm a
Raiders.
fake fan, okay.
Oh man, but we'll have to see how this turns out with Nintendo and how they're gonna use this patent and how they're going to issue lawsuits. What are you doing over there? The mic, he's like eating the mic over there. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
You'll see it on the camera. He was like eating the camera.
You want to record it for us?
No,
He's been telling me. He's been leaving little Easter eggs. You know, the fight without editing the video.
Wait, who's the Easter eggs?
I guess him.
Oh, him? What are you doing?
Oh my
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What have you done?
We brought you
Jason
on.
didn't leave any Easter eggs.
We brought you onto this show.
He just left a hole in our hearts.
Yeah.
A Steven-shaped hole.
he came bearing gifts of pepper, turmeric, doves.
What is he, the Three Kings? What do you mean?
I'm kind of losing the plot here.
He's little baby Jesus.
You brought some gold?
Gold, silver,
Come on,
whatever
man.
those.
It's a Frankenstein.
Well,
like-
yeah, whatever those three guys brought to little
Yes.
baby Jesus, you know.
Like, have you heard of a crib?
Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go into the next?
IGN gave Borderlands 4 and 8.
No,
that was
paid.
me.
That was
Exactly.
paid.
So what does that mean? It's like a 4?
Yeah,
I
probably.
guess, sure. Steven would know.
Borderlands 3 was actually, I mean, the story wasn't that good, but the gameplay was the best in the series. Like, I actually really liked the gameplay of Borderlands 3. So if they continue the gameplay, I will check out Borderlands 4.
I hear it's open world.
Well,
Open
Yeah.
Oh,
Borderlands
buddy.
3 was open world.
Was it though?
I
Like
mean-
entirely? No.
Well, you had the ship in like open world areas,
Okay.
like you were traveling to, and like.
It wasn't like No Man's Sky level open.
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I don't think Borderlands 4 will be like that either. I think it'll probably follow a similar thing to 2 and 3, where it has big open areas, but you like travel to them in your little ship or your, you know what I mean, your hub.
Okay.
But when we come back, it will be unemployment update. But we're going with a little throwback. Here's Wu-Tang Clan with Protect Your Neck. You best protect your neck, and that was Wu-Tang Clan. And into unemployment update. Why are you guys laughing? What's so funny?
I'm not.
The Austin Powers Fortnite skins we were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those would be funny.
Anyways, going into our segment today, Julian, take it away.
So, this is a little more of a serious topic. September 10th.
Mm-hmm.
What an interesting day. So, talk about the elephant in the room. Popular right-winged influencer, I guess you would call him, or conservative activist, Charlie Kirk, unfortunately passed away yesterday. He was assassinated at the Utah Valley University while he was speaking, doing his normal debate where he sits outside. The debate's called Prove Me Wrong. I mean, I think all of us in here know about it.
Isn't that's the other guy? Oh,
No,
no,
that's
Change My Mind is the other guy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
talking about
It's my fault.
oh, I don't remember his name. I know who you're
Steven
talking about.
Crowder.
Steven
Yeah,
Crowder.
yeah,
Yeah, my fault.
So he was out there doing his debate, and you know, as he does, and unfortunately, he was shot and killed. They haven't identified the shooter, although they had one in custody at one point, who they later found out was not the guy, and they've since posted actually pictures of the suspect. They actually have photos of the suspect.
Yeah, I saw the picture. It's not the best picture, but there's a $100,000 reward for this guy.
Yeah.
So
We gotta
I know
give
what we're
it a
doing
look at.
afterwards.
We're gonna take a trip to Utah. You know,
it'd be fun.
we might come back Mormons.
Hey, you never know.
Unnecessary sacrifice.
Hello, my name is Elder. You ever didn't see the Book of Mormon written by?
I saw the South Park one.
I actually saw the Book of Mormon on Broadway.
Whoa.
I can say that.
Oh.
But wait, we can get into that when we get into whatever yours is, Dustin.
We only talk about movies in my
Yeah.
segment.
No, close. It's a tomato. It's the same thing when you think about it.
Okay.
It's a live movie.
It's a live movie. Yeah,
One
that's a
of
good point.
them's
But
better.
unfortunately, like I said, he did pass away. You know, they don't have any identity on the shooter yet. We do know, however, the shooter was 200 yards away. So just for reference, that's about 2 football fields.
Now that's about double the distance of the attempted Trump assassination.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's a crazy shot.
Crazy shot. And you know, thoughts and prayers to his family. I know he has 2 young kids and a wife, and for them it's incredibly heartbreaking that they will have to live without their husband and father. And but you know, with everything being said, Charlie Kirk was very outward with what he talked about. He knew the platform that he put himself on, And he should have had better security. He should have had better people around him. I mean, when...
At the end of the day, though, not to cut you off, at the end of the day, like, you know, he's not a politician. What's he gonna... He's hiring private security just like we did, but he's gonna have to get, like, a counter sniper? Like, that would be crazy.
Yeah, no, but...
Because there weren't any attempts before, right?
No, there was no attempts
No.
before, but you have to think, he is one of the biggest conservative speakers right now, especially for our generation and Generation Z. Like, he was, like, their, you know, leader. Voice, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for the conservatives.
You know, he was just, he was the Gen Z brainchild of Trump, basically. And that's obviously going to cause some conflicts and opinions because of his opinions. And even though, like you said, maybe not the whole counter sniper thing, but he didn't look like he had any security on him even to begin with, or very little security. And
well, because, I mean, if he would have had more guards, like, around or down on the stage, it wouldn't have really helped. Like, they would have had to have people on rooftops watching rooftops. That's the only thing that could have helped. That being said, any other people in the future going around on sort of tours like this, I expect to see a lot stricter security.
Well, I think also, too, I mean, we could say as much as we want to try to prevent this, but we're talking 200 yards here.
Yeah.
2 football fields away. There's no way that you're going to set up 2 football fields away unless you're, like, the president.
Yeah.
That's just the unfortunate truth. So
true.
I think going forward, I think a lot of these people on both sides of the political spectrum are going to these schools.
Also in a very like open spot. He was in the bottom of a hill with hundreds of people crowded right around him in a very like easy, you know, to get to location, you know, and like y'all said, this is going to very much change how security is done with these type of events, especially with big names like this. So even though I didn't respect his opinions or you know, a lot of the rhetoric he said, I still do feel bad for his family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there are some things he said I disagreed with. There are some things he said I agreed with. But at the end of the day, this isn't going to prove that he was wrong or that the shooter was right. By any degree, it's just gonna sort of polarize people more.
Just putting people on edge.
It's just putting people on edge.
And you know, no, I mean, it's gonna be like the you know, the endless circle, but gun control is guys. I know, but these things keep happening. There was a school shooting just yesterday too that didn't get talked about at all because of this.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Charlie got the Medal of Valor or something, and like they don't even talk about the school shooting that happened
because it's just so common now. It's like another day, another school shooting.
It's a crazy people issue.
Well, actually, speaking of that, the school shooting, it was in Evergreen High School, which was in Colorado. They were able actually to identify the kid who did it. Mm-hmm. His name was Desmond Hawley. He who caused havoc about 30 miles west of Denver. So this high school is outside of Denver. He proceeded to die. He unfortunately died. Well, I don't want to say unfortunately, but he died in the hospital shortly thereafter on Thursday. And I will say, you know, I pray for all those families involved in that shooting as well.
Yeah.
I think they deserve just as much justice as anybody else who's had a child involved in these kind of situations. But this is also a great time to talk about gun control and how it affects us as Americans.
Well, as Americans, we can't have gun control or we wouldn't be Americans anymore. We'd be some European country.
Or
I mean, if you want to live in a country with no guns, there's plenty. Move to Sweden, you know?
I mean, I guess, but also...
Move to England and get stabbed. Like...
I mean, just, you know, the great words of Charlie Kirk, you know, gun deaths are just going to happen. You know, it's an unfortunate thing in our life to have the God-given right of the Second Amendment.
And he was right. I mean, people die in auto accidents, too. I mean, are we going to get rid of cars?
I mean...
People drive over people on purpose because they're crazy.
I guess he died for what he believed in. You live by what you say, he died by what you say. So... I broke Julian.
I like how we're just doing a gun control debate on a lighthearted college radio show.
Wow.
I know, it got real in there right now. But
I mean, you know what they don't talk about the single mom living in a bad neighborhood who somebody breaks into her house to attack her and she shoots him. They don't talk about that. They just talk about when a crazy person gets their hands on a gun, usually illegally anyway.
Well, that's why we should have stricter conditions to get guns in the first place that are not there. You're talking about crazy people and things like that, but there's not even in places like Texas, Kentucky, very southern places, even here, it's very easy to obtain and own a firearm and to carry a firearm on you.
Tell me that.
Well, obviously there's certain restrictions.
Yeah, there's already restrictions.
Yeah, is very few. You don't have to be a felon, and you don't that's pretty much it. Don't be a felon.
Yeah, no, exactly. Don't have demonstrated that you're dangerous. Okay.
Right. Okay, but we're not going to go too deep into it, but that doesn't change the fact that people can hide who they are. So we should have, harder ways to get guns. You should, be an established, person.
What does that mean?
You
have to own a business? Guns are just for the rich?
No, background checks.
They already have that.
Well,
what? How about we move on? We're gonna leave it at we're gonna pray for all these families involved in the events that have taken place yesterday and today. We're gonna pray for the families involved. We're gonna hope for the best for them. We'll leave it at that. We'll just cut it right there.
All right. Well, do you have anything else for this segment?
Nothing lighthearted, but we've got a nice week coming up ahead of us. The new week, fresh starts for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we know we got to look forward towards that.
Yeah. And when we come back, it'll be a Showbiz Spotlight.
Showbiz Spotlight.
The end of the show. But here is a throwback of our show. Here is Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar.
Hey.
And we're back with the last segment of the show. And he's doing something a little different with the segment. Not talking about news, but rather telling you what you should watch.
Yeah, I'm bringing my my expert opinion to movies that have recently come out that you can watch at home. I took over the segment, and I watch a lot of movies, so I figured I'll retool it a little bit. And, bring you information, what you should watch, what you shouldn't. And the first thing we're reviewing today is something I was actually pretty excited about, talked about a couple times on air before it came out, Naked Gun.
The remake.
Now, this is, of course, a remake of the series with Leslie Nielsen from back in, was it the 80s?
I think so.
80s, 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Directed by Akiva Schaffer and starring...
Liam
Neeson, thank you. I'm blanking on his name. I want to say the guy from
just
Taken.
close enough,
Yeah, starring Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson.
Nice.
Now, this is a really funny movie. I'll start by saying that it really, I think, echoed a lot of sort of the old school Leslie Nielsen humor.
Yeah.
Really. I'm sure you guys, the people listening at home, have at least seen the clips from Airport where the guy will be like, "Shirley, you're kidding," and Leslie Nielsen's like, "Don't call me Shirley," right? Tons of jokes like that in there. Really good. It felt like an old school comedy. It reminded me a lot of the old Austin Powers movies too. I know we were talking about Austin Powers off air. Especially that one scene with the thermal vision. It really reminded me of a lot of those old.
That was in the trailer.
Yeah. Those old shadow bits they would do on Austin Powers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good movie, funny movie. Like I said, it's kind of an old school thing, which works for me because I don't know. Some new comedies can still be good, but I feel like the quality of comedies is dropping off for me personally a little bit. Yeah. So this is a good return to form, I think. Yes.
Does this do the thing that a lot of callback movies do, where they try and squeeze in new gen stuff?
So it does a little bit
at the very beginning.
Okay. And so I was watching it, and minor spoilers, but for the first 5 minutes, I guess. Sort of the big bad in there, he's a tech billionaire, right? And he's building these self-driving cars and stuff. That's the first 15, 20 minutes. I'm this is so topical. I thought it was going to be what you were doing, what you were saying. But no, it actually really worked. They pulled it together. I think also they interestingly kind of hit on a lot of reality with that evil tech billionaire and his plan. I think it kind of echoes real life in a lot of ways. But Naked Gun, I'm going to give... my first official rating on this broadcast, 5 bags of popcorn, which is the highest rating that it can receive.
It's not even the standard. Wow, it's perfect.
And I'm also going to include a cup of soda as well. So that's 5 bags of popcorn plus a cup of soda.
So would you watch War of Worlds over this movie or no?
I would watch this
The
movie
new one,
over
the new
War of the
one.
Worlds. Now, there's a scenario where you should watch the War of the Worlds movie, absolutely. If you're drinking with your friends and you want to watch a bad movie, but if you want to watch a good movie with your friends, I would watch this one.
I think you should flip that, but yeah, I can see what you're saying.
It was you the whole time? Yeah.
Oh no, my son is dead.
There's a funny joke in The Naked Gun where it's like, oh no, really, we caught you in the act of criminal crimes. And then
and
Liam was
the set
he's like, no, I caught you in a criminal crime. It's like, no, I caught you in a criminal crime. And it's like,
it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny in the movie.
So 5 Worlds out of 5?
Well, War of the Worlds, I'm probably going to
bad.
give... I can't give an official rating on War of the Worlds because it's not one of the movies I'm reviewing today, but I did talk about it last week. So I guess I'll give an unofficial rating for War of the Worlds. I'm going to give it 1 bag of popcorn because it is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
So if you're giving this movie 5, that means it's 5 World of Worlds.
That's fair, but I'm also going to...
The math checks out.
I'm also going to include in my rating of War of the Worlds 1 bag of popcorn, but 3 cups of soda, because it's not a good movie, but it still has some entertainment value.
But that soda has to have Jack in it.
It does.
So we're looking at like 8 World of Worlds. Gotcha. Okay.
I have to come up with a conversion table for the cups of soda.
It's still a
to
work
the
in
bags of
progress.
popcorn. It's a little bit of a work in progress. And speaking of works in progress, the next movie I'm going to be reviewing today is a movie I was actually really looking forward to, and I think I talked about this on air before. It's Highest to Lowest. Now, this is an A24 movie. I'm a big A24 fan. Some of their movies I don't like at all, but a lot of their movies I like quite a bit. And the reason this one caught my attention was it was kind of advertised, at least when I saw it, as an Ice Spice movie, because Ice Spice was in the movie. I said, I'll check this out. Well, she only gets a 30-second cameo at the beginning of the movie. So that, a little bit disappointing. But we still got enough to hold this movie together, right? Directed by Spike Lee, starring Denzel Washington and A$AP Rocky. Denzel, he's playing kind of almost like a Jay-Z type figure, right? Like a New York music mogul, facing some challenges and stuff. And
So Jay-Z.
kind of like Jay-Z, yeah, exactly.
They just couldn't get Jay-Z. So.
Talks like Jay-Z, walks like Jay-Z.
Well,
This might be Jay-Z.
he actually talks exactly like Denzel Washington and everything. He didn't really do a lot of acting in that one, but yeah, I like Denzel, so I'm not making fun of his acting or anything, but he just seems to play the same character fairly often. But basically, the broad strokes of this movie is a kidnapper sets out to kidnap Denzel's son from their high school and hold him for a $17 million ransom. And that's kind of the setup, right? But honestly, I go into a movie like this, like a thriller movie, right? Mm-hmm. I'm expecting some twists and turns. At least one twist at the end. And this movie, if you just strip it down to like the bare bones of what it is, it's the most paint by numbers kidnapping thriller that you've ever seen, without a twist in sight, and packed with about 40 minutes of bloat. Because the first 20 or so minutes of the movie, not really adding anything, and then the end of the movie, the last 20 or so minutes, the kidnapping plot is resolved, and it's just more bloat. It's more nothing, and the movie's only an hour and 40 minutes. So we had like maybe a good hour and a half movie here, maybe an hour, 20-minute movie trying to get out of this kind of bloated mess. So honestly, I was pretty let down by this movie overall, and I'm gonna give it 3 bags of popcorn and no cups of soda. Now there were good parts, right?
And dry.
Yeah. There were good parts of this movie. All the scenes Denzel was in, he of course did a good job. A$AP Rocky did a pretty good job in the couple of scenes that he was actually in. Mm-hmm. But overall, the supporting cast, not very strong. In fact, one of them was that guy from the Allstate commercials that he'll be like, I'm mayhem and I'm a chicken coop flying through your window. It's him as a cop, and he just acts exactly like the mayhem guy the whole time. It didn't work. A lot of people online were complaining about the musical
Is that
score
the
a lot,
Affleck?
too.
You talking about the Affleck?
No, I swear it's Allstate.
I'll show
I think
you
it's
guys.
Allstate.
Hold on.
The Affleck is the duck.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about there's like a detective that's with the duck too. That's a white guy.
No, I think
That's
you're
Gilbert
thinking-
Godfrey.
No, it's not.
I think you're thinking.
You're thinking of Limu Emu.
Limu.
Yeah.
No, Limu. I am thinking
Yeah.
of Limu Emu.
No, it's
Is Shaq still doing the general? Like, are we just gonna name drop all the insurance?
That don't
also,
sponsor us.
go to the
Oh.
go to the General if you're looking for great low rates
Oh, my
online.
goodness.
We're not
But
even sponsored.
well, we mentioned all the other ones.
JG.
877 cash now. But I do have one final thought on this movie that was kind of interesting. Is if you look online, if you Google highest to lowest reviews, you're going to see about a 2.3 star. But if you go to any of the official movie ranking sites, right, your IMDb, your Rotten Tomatoes, you're looking at like 82, 85% on these. And even on Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is 86%, but even the audience score is like in the 80s. But if you click on the user reviews, they're mostly low reviews. So I'm not sure what happened here. It seems like it's dividing audience and critics, but if you look at Rotten Tomatoes, everybody's united in saying it's good. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
There's some tomfoolery afoot.
No.
There might be. I mean, could they be throwing fake reviews out there to boost its ratings? I can't imagine why.
It might be a film like one of those movies that just film critics like. And
Yeah, well, that would make sense except for the audience score. That's what really confuses me, because there's a lot of bad movies that critics like.
Right.
But the audience score will always show that discrepancy. In this, there's only like a 2-point difference. But those are my official movie reviews for the week. Once again, 5 bags of popcorn and 1 cup of soda for The Naked Gun, and 3 bags of popcorn and no cups of soda for highest to lowest.
So for highest to lowest, what is the comparison to World? Like, how many War of Worlds are we comparing this to?
Well, let's figure that out. It got 3.
So that means it's 3 World of Worlds.
3 World. Yeah, it's 3 times better than War of the Worlds.
Oh, okay.
That being-
I don't understand the popcorn thing, but if you mention War of Worlds, I'm
Sure. You'll get the hang of it as we go. And
Can the popcorn bucket be the Ice Cube's head? Like, then I'd be able to make the connection.
I think actually we should just scrap popcorn and just only use War of Worlds as a reference.
How many ice cubes?
you know,
oh, the cup of soda could have ice cubes in it.
maybe things are balancing out, because the first review I read on Rotten Tomatoes on the audience is from Maria J. Shout out Maria J. who making
Maria, if you're listening, call in.
Rotten Tomato reviews. She goes, I think it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. What is the music going on? At a certain point, I thought Captain America was going to make an appearance on my screen and save the day.
The musical
Sounds like
score was
Sounds
really
like
weird.
Worlds.
It felt like a lot of viewers have said that the musical score reminded them of like a old Hallmark movie or like a Lifetime movie. I think they were going for something, because the beginning of the movie, before anything bad happens, they're always playing this like sort of like upbeat kind of like older like pop music, or like it's kind of fun older music. I feel like they were doing that, or at least I did before I watched the whole movie, but I felt like at the beginning I was like, this is kind of corny, but I feel like they're kind of illustrating this like fake idyllic life that he's living. That's why we're hearing the music and stuff. But it continues. Even during that money handoff for the kidnapping, they're playing this like light poppy piano music. For some reason, they spend 10 minutes filming the band at the Puerto Rican parade in New York, and it doesn't really even add anything to the movie. They just keep cutting back to it.
You know,
they got Rosie Perez out there.
Lois from Porthog. No, I'm just kidding. Lois P says the score was intrusive and sounded as if AI composed it. Denzel did beautifully with his character, but an actor can't rise above a bad script in a bad movie. It was unbelievable that his older character would take a gun and chase a young man on the subway without telling the police what he was up to. The cops were stereotyped. The wife was model gorgeous, but her character was unbelievable, and the actor who played her was also terrible. Written by a man who doesn't know how to write women, complete with nuance and intelligence. The saving grace was the cinematography. I appreciate Spike Lee's prior work, but was so disappointed.
I think the dialogue in this movie was kind of a mess all around. Even some of the Denzel scenes, the dialogue is just unrealistic. And I never, while I was watching the movie, lost the illusion that I was watching a movie. I was never like invested in the story. I was like, this is a movie. Like this,
It's definitely a
this
movie.
is silly.
Well, you know what had really good dialogue?
Oh my
War of the
God.
Worlds, I think.
War of the Worlds. They had great dialogue.
See, where was this enthusiasm to talk War of the Worlds last time
week,
when I
yeah.
brought it up and everybody just dogged on me for talking about War of the Worlds again? Where was this energy then? Come on,
That was
man.
like 2 weeks ago.
Lock in.
Today is today.
He's a new man.
Today
I'm a
is
new man.
today.
It's a new day.
Today's today, but next week, tune in to the show again. I'll be bringing you reviews of Weapons and Nobody 2. 2 movies I'm looking
Oh,
forward
I
to
actually
seeing.
watched Weapons, so I can actually give intelligent discourse about this one.
You know how many War of the Worlds.
This will be more.
Yeah. I saw Weapons in theaters like a month ago, like when it first came out, and it's a great movie. So I'm excited to hear his review. He hasn't seen it yet.
Haven't seen it yet. I did like Barbarian quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to this.
Zach Krager is
It's a sequel.
it's not a sequel.
Yeah. In the sense that it's directed by the same guys.
No.
It's all the same cinematic universe.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Marvel.
The Krager universe.
You know what a lot of people don't know is that Jaws 3. Speaking of cinematic universes, Jaws 3
Or is it
or
Jaws 3?
Jaws 2.
Oh.
Jaws 2 is actually Jaws 3 because the unofficial sequel to Jaws was actually Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Same director and starring the same actor. I can't remember that guy's name, but it was the guy from Jaws.
That is a crazy connection,
So-
buddy.
But it somehow makes sense.
Hey, I'm a bit of a film expert, a film buff, so I know these
You gonna tell me
things.
how MASH connects to Seinfeld next?
You know,
I'll deep dive it.
That's what the ass and mashed.
don't let this guy get a little base knowledge and then of anything, or else he'll say he's the master of it.
It could be possible that the reason Kramer acts so erratically is he might have actually participated in the Korean War and got a traumatic head injury that wasn't properly treated at that field hospital.
All the red strings of.
Pepe Sylvia, I gotta find Pepe Sylvia.
And at the end of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, when they rotted Jack Nicholson's brain, he turned into the Joker in Batman.
You're actually close because One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest had, besides him, Danny DeVito, who went on to play the Penguin. He escaped the asylum and
It was actually Arkham Asylum.
yeah, it was. That's what a lot of people don't know.
The lady was actually Hugo Strange's daughter. So,
We also talk about how American Psycho leads into Toy Story 2.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Well,
Well,
a lot of
actually,
people
don't know is American Psycho. Norman Bateman is also Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Well, it is the same character, but what a lot of people really don't know is that Sid on Toy Story 1 was actually the illegitimate son of Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. That's where he got all of those psychopathic tendencies.
And that's why he's not in the movie, because his dad left his life.
Exactly. You notice you never saw his dad on the movie.
We also didn't see Andy's dad, so what's your point there? Is Andy's dad also Christian Bale?
No.
Oh my God, he's Sid for my.
Andy's dad is actually Willem Dafoe from American Psycho.
No, he's the Green Goblin.
That's what he does by night.
Yeah, that's my night. Oh man.
Oh man.
You can't do this to me.
Yeah, that's what Woody was thinking when he got replaced by Buzz. He thought, "You can't do this to me," echoing the fact that he grew up in the Green
Woody's
Goblin
not the
household.
son. Woody's the toy.
But he grew up in the house. In a lot of ways, he's the grandson, if you think about it, because the sons are, or the toys are kind of like the sons of Andy, which is a tie-in to the Sons of Anarchy. Well, y'all aren't ready for that conversation. We'll do that next week.
Which, also has Walton Goggins in it, who also it turns out to be in Fallout. So, Sons of Anarchy, leads right into
You
Fallout.
mean like Bethesda? You mean like, so that means all this ties into Skyrim?
And we'll delve deep into the Weekly Roundup verse next week. But that was pretty much our show this week. What another great show. Do we get better or worse every show?
I think this one was actually pretty good.
I don't know, but we'll catch y'all next time. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Peace.